I was just talking about this with one of my clients. So let me show you what I used to eat before losing 160 pounds and before learning about nutrition when I was trying to be healthy. So for breakfast, I would start off with a classic, a bagel, which is 270 calories. Nothing wrong with them. I love bagels still. And then I would smother it in peanut butter. And I know damn well I was using way more than 33 grams. So we'll just say I used 300 calories worth of peanut butter because it was probably more, but we'll just safely go with it. And then I'd always have a coffee with breakfast using just plain old French vanilla cream, but there was no measuring. I was just free pouring. So let's just say I used 4 servings, 4 tablespoons. Doesn't seem crazy, right? A bagel with peanut butter, a cup of coffee, but that right there is 710 calories alone. Now I used to work at Clinique inside of a mall. So on my breaks, I would walk down and I would get the pretzel nuggets because in my head, this was healthier than getting a whole pretzel. 580 calories for the nugget. And then obviously you'd have to get the cheese dip to dip them in, 410 calories. And then for lunch, I would always go to Subway because in my head, anything that came from Subway was automatically healthy. And here's what I used to get. I'd switch it up sometimes, but I did love a foot-long bacon and chicken ranch. On Italian herbs and cheese, I would add cheddar cheese, mayo, and the only vegetables I liked were cucumbers, lettuce, and onions. I would get a bag of Sun Chips to go with that, a raspberry iced tea, because again, in my head, I'm like, oh, it's iced tea, it's fine. And then because I was like getting a healthy Subway sandwich, I was like, well, I can have a cookie, it's fine. Balance, right? Let me show you the calories just for this meal. 1,966 calories. Moving on. Usually on my afternoon 15-minute break, I would walk down to the vending machine. I would get a bottle of soda. Shout out to Dr. Pepper. It's elite, but 210 calories for one bottle. And then when I was trying to be healthy, I would get a thin crust pizza. Because again, in my head, not knowing really anything about nutrition, I'm like, oh, it's on thin crust. It's healthy. And I still love the CPK barbecue chicken pizza. It's so good. But instead of eating like a portion of it now, like I would with like a side salad, I would eat the entire thing. Because again, I'm like, it's healthy. It's thin crust. And then I'd always have to dip my pizza in ranch. I'm gonna guess I used at least 2 servings. And to top it all off, because y'all know I love dessert, half-baked was my weakness. But when I was trying to be healthy, instead of eating the entire pint, I would eat half. But half is still 560 calories, bringing my grand total for a healthy day of eating to 5,146 calories.